Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Pre-Market News and Views by In the Money Stocks. Today is Thursday, August 4th, 2011. Let's get right into the charts here. It's an ugly start to the day for the markets. You'll see the futures are trading down here 14 points. Here's the S&P 500 E-mini futures just getting hit, slaughtered this morning. All on the back of European news. Looks like Italy has major problems. And we'll see what Jean Claude Trichet will say, the president of the Euro Central Bank, a little bit later today. Again, the ECB did leave rates unchanged last night. The European Central Bank did leave the rates unchanged, and we'll see if that has any effect. None that I could see today so far, but they are scheduled to make some comments a little bit later. It's just going to be really, Italy needs a bailout. That's all it comes down to. Can that country be bailed out? I suppose it could if they just print more money, but how much are they going to dilute the currency? Now, look at the way the futures are down. Take a look at our U.S. dollar index. I'll show you the U.S. dollar index futures this morning. Wait till you see this. This is a pretty big jump right here, trading up 81 cents. Here's a daily chart, and you're just surging higher today. Just surging higher. Let me go back to the intraday chart here. You can see how the dollar is moving up and everything is getting deflated. Dollar up, market down. That's for the most part. You see stocks like Freeport-McMoRan, which are very sensitive to the dollar, closed yesterday around $50.65, trading at $48.90. But the dollar is soaring today. Dollar is very strong. And whenever you get that strong dollar, especially an 81-cent move, that's a lot of meat and potatoes for the stock market. It will deflate the stock market. So again, good move on the dollar. Sensational move today on the dollar. You saw it last night, maybe around 9 o'clock, when the Japanese intervened with their currency. And you can take a look at the FXY this morning, and you can see the yen has been really clipped. Closed yesterday, the FXY, right around, I believe, 128, and now trading right down here, 123.78. So the FXY has been clipped as Japan intervened with the yen last night. So again, it's all about currencies, really is, but the dollar is really having a great move today. We'll see if the dollar does come back down. A lot of times when the dollar's up before the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange, it will fade, and then that will cause the markets to inflate off the lows. Yesterday, the stock markets had a tremendous move off the low of the day to actually close up positive. It looked like somewhat of a reversal day. But today we are getting another swift move right back down. So, there's a lot coming out. In about 5 more minutes, you're going to have the initial weekly jobless claims. And then tomorrow you're going to have the government non-farm payroll report. But I don't know if it's going to be enough to put the market back over the top going into, what we call a weak year for the European Union. These problems in Europe are expected to last at least into 2012. I can't see any resolution. If Greece was a problem for over a year and needed a second bailout, I can only imagine what Spain and Italy are going to need very soon. So again, ECB, European Central Bank, really causing the pressure this morning, and we'll just have to wait and see how this all plays out. If you look at the European markets, though, they're all down about 1%, a little over 1%. Now, England, which is not part of the European Central Bank, also left rates unchanged today at 50 basis points, and that index is down about 90 points, or 1.6%. So, again, really Europe as a whole, and even the countries that are not part of the European Union, are getting really slapped down today, and it's an ugly move any way you slice it or dice it. Okay, let's get into gold and silver. Gold is moving up today. Again, and if you get the problems in Europe, gold will trade higher. Gold is up about 7 points on the spot, and you can see the GLD closed at 161.49, trading at 162.63. Again, it's just too hard of a wild card to think gold can pull back in this scenario because of all the problems that are taking place in Europe. Let's take a look at silver, which actually closed at 40.55 yesterday, trading at 40.60. That one is not reacting so much to the European news as of yet, but it may do so later. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Again, silver is holding steady. Now you have USO today, which is moving a bit lower. Okay, USO closed at 35.86, and it is trading lower. Spot crude is trading down about $1 this morning. Now there are some stocks in the news that you got to look at today. We're going to start off with this Dendrion, DNDN. This stock has just been clipped. Yesterday closed all the way at 35.84 a share. After hours came out with some news, earnings that were their sales are down for their prostate cancer drug and Provenge, and you can see here the stock is trading down to around 13 bucks. I don't even want to attempt to find a support level for this stock where it could bounce. It's just so ugly. It's just such a massive clip. Stocks like this, they could wind up being single-digit stocks before you know it. I've seen it many, many times on these biotechs when they get an approval and then the drug sales turn to be not quite what everybody expected. The markets could be relentless on these kind of names. So again, just stay away from it at the moment. There's nothing to do here. Okay, we're looking at ArcelorMittal. This stock is getting hit today as well. Again, anything in the metals, anything. We'll take a look at Cleveland Cliffs. I'm thinking anything in the metal sector should be getting hit today. Freeport Mac. The dollar is strong, so anything in these industrial metal sector should be getting hit today. Probably the reason why silver is not up so much today like gold, because it is partially an industrial metal and partially a precious metal. Let's take a look at this ENTR. This stock is getting clipped also. Closed yesterday up here around $6.50 today. This thing is trading just around $5. I mean, what a big nasty sell-off there. So again, this one's oversold, but nonetheless, it's a big sell-off there. You got to be careful in this market. You do have Chinese stocks, internet stocks trading down as well. Baidu trading down a little bit. Let me take a look at Sina. Yeah, it's trading down a little bit as well, and Sohu also trading just slightly lower. Not a big deal there, but Baidu looks to be under a little bit of morning pressure. Now, there are a couple stocks that are trading higher. KFT, Kraft, having a nice little move today. And then you have Randgold. This is a big gold mining stock, having a big day, up about 5 points at the moment. So there are some stocks that are doing well. Now, we just had initial weekly jobless claims released. So let's just go back to the futures here. And you'll see we're getting a spike in the market off the lows. So what I would say is be prepared for another volatile trading session. But it looks like the U.S. markets are holding up fairly well, believe it or not, compared to the global markets. And this is a decent little pop here, lifting the futures about 5-6 points. So we'll see how it plays out going forward. But we did get the initial jobless claims for the week ending July 30th. It looks like 400,000 jobs, so not a great number in my opinion, but I guess better than expected. It looks like the average for the 4-week moving average is 407,000 initial weekly claims. So I guess maybe it helped the average a little bit. I'm not really too sure. But anyway, we don't care about the number. We only care about the reaction in the stock market. And right now, you're getting a little bit of a pop. But traders must watch the dollar. Okay? Now, this is something important to talk about regarding the dollar. Sometimes the dollar and the stock market can move up at the same time. Not always, and it doesn't last very long. But sometimes it can happen. Okay? It did happen in the 90s. For long periods, and it could happen for short periods now. But really, when the dollar goes down, that's when the market inflates. And you can see the dollar has started to pull back a little bit here, and you can see the futures starting to move right back up. And I mean, what a bounce this has been on the futures. So look at this. We were down 15 points. We're only down 6.5 points now. So it's going to be really important to see how this market holds up today. And more important, to see how the market holds up tomorrow after the non-farm payroll report is released by the U.S. government. Okay? So again, that will be at 8:30 tomorrow morning. We have to watch that. The market is very sensitive to all news events right now. So let's pay close attention to anything that goes on. There's not going to be any more economic data for today. But tomorrow you do have the big non-farm payroll report at 8:30 a.m. Okay? But big bounce here on the futures, and actually a decent move on the dollar. So something's going to give. We'll see if they can both go up together, but I'm not sure. But in any case, we'll leave it at this for now. And those of you in the chat room, get ready for a volatile day. I'll see you on the microphone at 9:30. And those of you that are traders out there, wish you well, and we will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great trading day, and take care, everybody.